Well, I was just about to log off and go into the war zone. That is the grocery store the day before Thanksgiving. But there's another war zone we need to talk about, and that's DC, as the Democrats' rhetoric about the National Guard and ICE have finally achieved what they always wanted, in my opinion. And several National Guardsmen were just attacked outside the White House by a crazed lunatic. Between 2 and 3 of them are in the hospital now. The White House is on lockdown. The whole story is absolutely bonkers. I'm surprised that this individual was taken alive. Let's get into this story. Again, this is the result of continually ratcheting up. These people are invading our cities. These are the enemy. This is what you get. Now you get headlines like this: breaking news. National Guard soldiers shot, sparking White House lockdown. Multiple National Guard soldiers have been reportedly shot near the White House, sparking a security lockdown in the president's residence. Early reports suggest the individual is now in custody after multiple people were mowed down in the street from the White House in the center of D.C. An image has emerged online showing a National Guard troop laying injured on the pavement with a head wound, while a Secret Service agent gives him medical attention. An FBI source told the Daily Mail that agents are on their way and will be on scene as soon as possible. Armed National Guard troops have been deployed to the nation's capital since early August as a part of Donald Trump's crime crackdown. Roughly 2,000 National Guard troops from D.C. and at least 8 states have been deployed. Secret Service officers and ambulances were seen responding to the scene. One like is one prayer. I'll be praying for these guys. I hope they pull through. I've seen reports now report both 2 and 3. This is exactly what the left wanted, in my opinion. I'm so sick of these people. And just wait. Like, these guys are fighting for their lives right now. I'm gonna bet you that some Democrat is gonna say, well, see, if Trump didn't put him there, then this wouldn't have happened. The White House is aware and actively monitoring this tragic situation. The president has also been briefed. I'm not sure why these soldiers couldn't return fire. Maybe they weren't issued ammo. I don't know if that's something that even happens. Seems highly unlikely. The more we find from this scene, 3 people now. So it's now 3 people, 3 casualties near the White House, including two National Guard troops. So the third person wasn't a National Guard, probably a bystander. DC Metro's police department confirmed the incident happened on 17th and 1st Street Northwest, but didn't share how many people were involved. You see, obviously, a large police presence going on there. Members of the Secret Service were photographed responding to the incident. Preliminary reports noted that members of the National Guard were targeted, and that's the important thing here, and that the suspect appeared to be in custody. I don't know if we're going to get any information on the suspect, but I have a feeling, it's going to be a Democrat. It's going to be somebody who thought they were making a statement. Here's some footage from the scene. Two suspects. You see, when they find the monsters responsible, I don't want to show this picture. I don't know if this guy's going to make it. Send a loud, clear message. Let me go back. I don't want to show people like that. That's a lot of, I don't think that person's going to make it. 2 Secret Service members were shot. There's a third person who's also injured. I'm trying to see 2 National Guardsmen. Here's some news coverage on it.
Jay, we got word. I mean, literally, you are, 2 to 3 blocks away from where we are here at our ABC News Bureau. We can see all the rescue crews, the police behind you. Tell us everything you know.
That's right, Kira. And as we ran to this scene, we could see National Guardsmen running here as well. You can see some of them set up here behind me. It is a chaotic scene. We just watched what appeared to be one of those two wounded National Guardsmen loaded into an ambulance that just sped off.
Okay,
with
I hope he makes
escort. The scene seems to be concentrated, and it's difficult to see through these vehicles, but it seems to be concentrated inside the metro station. So if you look at that fire truck, on the other end of that fire truck is the entrance to the Farragut West metro station. It's often where National Guardsmen stage here in Washington, D.C. as they patrol the metro stations and attempt to keep them safe. And I can tell you, maybe just about an hour ago, Kira, I actually emerged from that metro station, and I saw
Nobody cares about you, dude.
two National Guardsmen standing there. There were some others in and around the station. We do not know who was wounded, but we can report, according to two sources, that two uniformed military personnel were wounded, and sources tell us that the suspect here was also loaded into an ambulance, and it has since somewhat calmed.
Oh, maybe that third. I'm hoping that I just spilled water on myself. Yeah. I'm hoping that third victim is the suspect.
Hero, though it is chaotic, but I can tell you just mere minutes ago, Kira, we watched as EMS sprinted up here toward the metro station as tactical units with what appeared to be the Secret Service, because we're only a block away from the White House.
Okay.
Also staged here, DC Metro Police as well. Obviously, we are very much in the early moments of this. We will continue to get more.
I mean, and this is like, that's 1 minute ago. Christy Noem says, please join me in praying for the two National Guardsmen who are fighting for their lives. DHS is working with local law enforcement. Again, I want to go back here. I don't want to show anything distressing. You know, I think this guy has a head wound. I'm not sure. Hopefully it's just a graze, or hopefully he just, you know, when he fell. You know, this is the rhetoric, the Democrat rhetoric that has led to this. You know, that's the truth of it. They said, you know, these are an invading force, you know, or what else? We're going to get another mental health crisis. Are we going to have another mental health crisis? So there were 7 shots. Here's another report. Let's see if there's anything new in this.
Again, we're still awaiting information. Law enforcement officials wanted to first secure the scene, get the victims to medical treatment as soon as possible. Initially, D.C. police were giving guidance that at least one National Guardsman was shot. We've now heard from a second D.C. police official who said 2 were injured. 2 were injured. That official also confirming that the suspect is in custody, with another D.C. police official telling me that the suspect was down. I don't know if that suspect was injured or how badly.
Don't care.
D.C. police are getting assistance from Secret Service, other federal agencies to secure the scene. And obviously, what I was told is that at 2:20 p.m.,
here we go.
There was an active shooter
2:20
at the entrance of
40
that
minutes
metro
ago.
Stop. Apparently, the National Guard was there. It's unclear if it was a robbery. It's unclear if they were targeted. Again, a lot.
Well, it is clear if they were. I mean, it's being reported that they were targeted. This is obviously not good. This is what the left wants. This is why they dehumanize these people who have volunteered, you know, there to protect this country and to protect its citizens. Are villainized by Democrats, and this is what happens. You know, there's still some possibility that it was a robbery or it was completely unrelated, but initial reports say they were targeted, so it seems unlikely. Keep it locked in here. If we get an update, we get suspect, stuff like that, I'll upload another video later. This has been The Quartering. Make sure you subscribe down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.